Dobry dzień. Today we are reading a little story called War and Peace. It's going to take a long time, so sit down and enjoy. Well, Prince, Genoa, and Luca are now no more than private estates of the Bonaparte family. No, I warn you that if you do not tell me we are at war, if you again allow yourself to palliate all the infamies and atrocities of the Antichrist. Wait, this story is no good. Ha! April Fools, today's the 1st of April. I do have a story lined up that's a bit more appropriate than War and Peace, otherwise we'll be here for about 3 years. I've tried starting this one and I've only got this far. So, I will leave you with a question. It's a true or false question. This is a game that I played with the children at my last school. Now, don't answer or don't use Google, but in the comments at the end of the story, tell me if you think it's true or false. And I'll give you the answer. But ponder this while I just get ready. Is what's better? Is an apple better at waking you up in the morning than coffee? True or false? Is an apple better at waking you up than a cup of coffee in the morning? True or false? Just ponder that while I get ready for our proper story. This one. Oh.
Arr, that's better, me hearties. Today's story is a family favourite. It is called The Man Whose Mother Was a Pirate. It's a Margaret Mayhew story. Very, very good. And I hope you enjoy it. My eye patch is not quite what it used to be, but I will lift it up so I can read the story. Oops, my hook fell off. Never mind.
The man whose mother was a pirate.
Polly, are you alright there? Okay, I might put you down.
There once was a little man who had never seen the sea, although his mother was an old pirate woman. The two of them lived in a great city far, far from the seashore. The little man always wore a respectable brown suit and respectable brown shoes. He worked in a neat office and wrote down rows of figures and books, ruling lines under them. Well, one day his mother said,
"Shipmate, I want to see the sea again. I want to fire me old silver pistol and see the waves jump with surprise."
"Oh, mother," said the little man, "we haven't got a car or a bicycle or a horse, and we've no money either. All we have is a wheelbarrow and a kite."
"Oh, we must make do," his mother answered sharply. "I will go and load my pistol and polish my cutlass."
The little man went to work. "Please, Mr. Fat," he begged his boss, "please may I have 2 weeks' holiday to take my mother to the seaside?"
"I don't go to the seaside," said Mr. Fat Crisis. "Why should you?"
"It's for my mother," the little man explained. "She used to be a pirate."
Oh, well, that's different," said Mr. Fat, who rather wished he were a pirate himself. "But make sure you are back in 2 weeks, or I'll buy a computer."
So off they set, the little man pushing his mother in the wheelbarrow and his mother holding the kite. His mother wore a green scarf and gold earrings. Between her lips were her old black pipe. Behind one ear a crimson rose. The little man wore his brown suit buttoned and his brown shoes tied. He trotted along pushing the wheelbarrow.
As they went, his mother talked about the sea. She told him of its voices.
Oh, it sings with a booming voice and smiles as it slaps the ships. It screams or sadly sighs. There are many voices in the sea and a lot of gossip too. Where are the great whales sailing? Is the ice moving in Hudson Bay? What is the weather in Terra del Fuego? And the sea knows the answers to a lot of questions, and one wave tells another.
Oh, yes, mother, said the little man, whose shoes hurt him rather.
Where are you off to?
Asked a farmer. Oh, I'm taking my mother to the seaside, said the little man.
Oh, I want to go there myself, said the farmer. It's up and down with the waves, in and out with the tide. The sea doesn't put the way... the sea doesn't stay put the way a good hill does.
Oh, my mother likes things that don't stay put, said the little man. Something began to sing in the back of his mind. Could that be the song of the sea? He wondered, as he pushed the wheelbarrow. His mother rested her chin on her knees.
Yes, it's blue in the sunshine, she said. It's grey in the rain, and I've seen a golden with sunlight, silver with moonlight, and black as ink at night. It's never the same twice.
They came to a river. There was no boat. The little man tied the wheelbarrow to the kite. A wind blew by ruffling his collar, teasing his neat moustache. Hold tight, mother, he called. Up in the air they went as the wind took the kite. The little man dangled from the kite string. His mother swung in the wheelbarrow basket.
This is all very well, Sam, she shouted to him. But the sea, the sea, it tosses you up and pulls you down. It speeds you along, it holds you still, it storms you and it calms you. There's a bit of everything in the sea.
Yes, mother, the little man said. The singing in the back of his mind was growing louder and louder. As he dangled from the kite string, the white wings of the birds in the sky began to look like white wings of ships at sea. The kite let him down gently on the other side of the river.
Where are you going?
Asked a philosopher fellow who sat reading under a tree. I'm taking my mother to the sea, said the little man.
Oh, what misery, cried the philosopher.
Well, I didn't much like the idea to start with, said the little man, but now there's a song in the back of my mind. I'm beginning to think I might like the sea when I get home.
Go back, little man, cried the philosopher. The wonderful things are never as wonderful as you hope they'll be. The sea's less warm, the joke less funny. The taste is never as good as the smell. Hurry up, the sea is calling, shouted the pirate mother, waving her cutlass from the wheelbarrow.
Lively lass. The little man trundled his mother away, and as he ran, he noticed that his brown suit had lost all of its buttons. Boink, boink, boink. And something new in the wind sent. Glory, glory, there's the salt, cried the mother triumphantly. Suddenly they came over the hill. Suddenly, there was the sea. We love the sea in this family. There's a whale. There's a mermaid. Haven't come across too many mermaids yet. What did you see?
Whale.
Oh, yes, whales. We have seen whales. They're amazing. The little man could only stare. He hadn't dreamed of the bigness of the sea. He hadn't dreamed of the blueness of it. He hadn't thought it would roll like kettle drums and swish itself onto the beach. He opened his mouth, and the drift and the dream of it, the weave and the wave of it, the fume and the foam of it never left him again. At his feet the sea stroked the sand with soft little paws. Farther out the great graceful breakers moved like kings into court, trailing the peacock, patterned sea behind him. I think he's fallen in love. The little man and his pirate mother danced hippity-hoppity happy hornpipes up and down the beach. Little man's clothes blew about in the wind, delighted to be free at last. A rosy sea captain stopped to watch him. "Well, here are two likely people," he cried. "Will you be my boatswain, madam? And you, little man, you can be my cabin boy." "Oh, thank you," said the little man. Say aye aye, sir," roared the captain. "Say aye aye." "Aye aye, sir," replied the little man, just as smartly as if he'd been saying "aye aye, sir" all of his life. So Sailor Sam went on board with his pirate mother and the sea captain, and a year later someone brought Mr. Fat a green glass bottle with a letter in it. "Having a wonderful time," the letter read. "Oh, why don't you run off to the sea too? And if you want any more moral to the story than this, you must go to the sea and find it." Oh, arr! Well, my little cabin boys and cabin girls, I hope you enjoyed that story. And I hope you enjoyed my little joke to begin with for April Fools. And so I was thinking, I'll give you the answer now to my question, true or false. And the question was, is an apple better at waking you up in the morning than having a coffee? The answer is, drum roll, true. So, mums and dads, you're better to have an apple in the morning than guzzling the delicious black stuff. But coffee tastes really good. Well, it doesn't to little people, but it does to us. That's quite funny. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Look after your parents' children, and we'll see you tomorrow.